Hello students, welcome to our channel Simply Mathematical. In this video, let us do the problem 17 to 21 of the exercise 6.5, okay, of the chapter application of derivatives, right? So let us look at the 17th problem. So it is what, see, these are word problems which you have, okay. So 17th is a square piece of a tin of side 18 centimeter is to be made into a box, okay, without top by cutting a square from each corner and folding up the flaps to form the box. Now what should be the side of the square to be cut off so that volume of the box is the maximum possible, okay. So you have to find the side of the square to be cut off, okay, so that the volume of the box is maximum. Now what is the meaning of that? Let us see. So 17th, see, you consider a rectangular, not rectangular, square piece, okay. You consider a square piece. Now the side of the square is what? 18 centimeter, okay. So this is also 18, right? Now what they are asking you that, okay, if the square is cut from this corner, okay, suppose this square is cut, okay, and suppose the side of the square you have cut off is what? X, right? This is X, so this is also the same, okay. So this is X and this is X, right? Also from here, so from every corner what you're doing, you're cutting square of side X, okay. Right? Now once you do this, you can flap the sides, okay, that remain, and then what you will get? A box without the top, right? Now suppose you look at this side here. What is this side? Now this is X and this is X, right? So that means what? This whole side is 18 minus X and one more minus X. So that is 18 minus 2X, right? Also this is also 18 minus 2X, okay. So similarly this also 18 minus 2X, and here also 18 minus 2X, right? So you can see that if you flap this side, okay, then the length of the box, that is this, it is what? 18 minus 2X, okay. Then this is the breadth, okay. The breadth is what? 18 minus 2X only, okay. And once you flap the side, okay, the height of the box will be what? Height of the box will be this X, right? If you flap this side, then this will be the height. Can you see? Okay, this is the height, right? So what you're getting? You're getting the length as 18 minus 2X, breadth as 18 minus 2X, and the height as X, okay. So what we have to consider here? I have drawn the diagram, okay. Now we have to write it. So let X be the side cut off, okay. Let X be the side cut off of the square from each corner, right? Okay. Now what we have to maximize here? See, what we have to find is the maximum volume possible of this box, right? You can cut different squares of X, of side X, right? You can cut different squares of side X, okay. But what we have to do? We have to find the X for which the volume of the box that you will make, okay, that should be maximum, right? Okay, so now for that what we want to consider is the volume of the box. Okay, so you consider the volume of the box. Volume of the box, you know, it is length into breadth into height. Okay, now what was the length we consider? We saw 18 minus 2x. Okay, breadth was also 18 minus 2x, and the height was x, right? So that means if we multiply these two, what we are getting? 18 minus 2x the whole square, right? Then x here. Okay, and now the volume of the box we can denote it as v of x. Okay, why? Because now this function that you have got is a function of x. Okay, so vx can be the volume of the box. So see, you have got a function. So this function now we have to maximize or find the maximum volume, okay, of this function, right? So for that what we do, the method which you follow for finding the maximum. Okay, so put v prime of x equal to 0, right? So that means what? D by dx of vx is equal to 0. Okay, so that means d by dx of vx is what? 18 minus 2x the whole square times x equal to 0, right? So that means now if you look at this function, right, you can look at this as u multiplied by v. So what we have to use here? The product rule of differentiation. Okay, so what it is? 18 minus 2x the whole square into derivative of v, that is x, plus v into derivative of 18 minus 2x the whole square, okay, which is equal to 0, right? Okay, so this implies what? 18 minus 2x the whole square multiplied by 1, because derivative of x is 1, right, plus x multiplied by derivative of this is what? 18 minus 2x the whole square, that will be 2 times 18 minus 2x. Okay, now you see that the function inside the bracket is not x, so we have to take the derivative of the function here. So what it is? Minus 2. Okay, now which is equal to 0. So this implies what? 18 minus 2x the whole square plus x times, we can multiply this, 2 times minus 2 is minus 4, 18 minus 2x equal to 0, right? So that means 18 minus 2x the whole square plus x times this, if we multiply what we get? 18 multiplied by 4, so 8 4s are 32, 4 1s are 4, plus 3 is 7, so 72 minus, okay, minus 4 minus 2x is what? Plus 8x equal to 0, right? So that means what? 18 minus 2x the whole square minus 72x plus 8x square equal to 0. Okay, so this is what we are getting. Now we have this here bracket square, so we can expand this bracket by using the formula a minus b the whole square. So that is 18 square minus 2a, that is 18, minus, not minus, multiplied by b, that is minus, not minus, plus, right, because the minus is already taken here, plus 2x the whole square. Okay, then minus 72x and plus 8x square equal to 0. Okay, now what you have here? 18 square. So 18 square, let us find out. 8 8 are 64, 8 1s are 8, plus 6 is 144, 1 8s are 8, 1 1s are 1, 4, 8 plus 4 is 12, 324. Okay, 324 minus 2 times 18 is 36, 36 multiplied by 2 is what? 72. Okay, 72x plus this is 4x square minus 72x here plus 8x square equal to 0, right? So that means what? 8 plus 4 is 12x square, right? Okay, then minus 72 will be how much? So yeah, 144x, right? Then this plus 324 equal to 0. Okay, now if you take 12 common, what you will get? X square minus 12, 12 are 144, so 12x plus, now 12, how much are 324 that we have to find? So 12 2s are 24 here. Okay, so 32 minus 24 is 8, 84, right? So how much are 84? 7s are, right? 12 7s are 84. Okay, so what you are getting? 27. Okay, 12 27s are 324. So now once you have this, we can divide by 12 on both sides, right? Now you remember that this is what? Simplified form of v prime of x. Okay, right? Now if you divide by 12 on both sides, you will get x square minus 12x plus 27 equal to 0, right? So now we have to factorize this, so that is 27. Okay, now 2 9s are 20, 3 9s are 27, 3 3s are 1, 3 1s are 3, right? So what are the factors, or what are the numbers you get? It is x square minus 9x minus 3x, right? Minus 9 minus 3 is minus 12. Okay, and minus 9 multiplied by minus 3 is 27. So you are getting it. So what are the factors? If we look at, it will be x minus 9 multiplied by x minus 3, okay, equal to 0, right? So what you get? X minus 9 is equal to 0, or x minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so x is equal to 9 or x is equal to 3. So these are the critical points, right? So are the critical points. Now what we have to do? We have to find the double derivative of the volume function and find the local maxima, right? So v double prime of x is nothing but derivative of v prime of x, right? So which is nothing but derivative of, see what was the simplified form of v prime of x? It was this, right? 12 multiplied by this. So 12 multiplied by x square minus 12x plus 27, right? So 12 is a constant that is out. Derivative of x square is 2x minus derivative of minus 12x is minus 12. Okay, so this is your v double prime of x. Okay, now at each critical point we have to check the sign of double derivative. So if you do that, f double prime of 9, that will be what? 12 times 2 times 9 minus 12. Okay, so that is 12 times 2 multiplied by 9 is 18 minus 12. Okay, so 12 multiplied by 6, so which is what? 72, which is greater than 0. Okay, so x is equal to 9 is what? Is a local minima, right? But we don't want local minima, we want local maxima, because the volume should be maximum. Okay, so this we cannot take. So let us check the other point. Although you have to every time check all the critical points. So second critical point, for that v double prime of 3 is what? 12 multiplied by 2 times 3 minus 12. Okay, 12 multiplied by 6 minus 12. Okay, so 12 multiplied by minus 6, so that is minus 72, which is less than 0. Okay, So x is equal to 3 is a local maxima, right? So at which point the function is maximum? At x equal to 3. Okay, so therefore Vx is maximum at x equal to 3. And what was Vx? Vx was nothing but the volume. Okay, volume of the box is maximum at x equal to 3, right? So what is the answer? The volume of the box is maximum when the side of the square cut off is 3 centimeter. Okay, so volume of the box is maximum when the side or the side cut off, okay, the side of the square, okay, the side of the square cut off is 3 centimeter, right? So this is how you have to solve these word problems. Okay, so that was the 17th one. Now let us go to the 18th one. So 18th one, let us see. So here a rectangular sheet of tin 45 centimeter by 24 centimeter is to be made into a box without top, okay, by cutting off square from each corner and folding up the flaps. What should be the side of the square to be cut off so that the volume of the box is maximum? Similar problem, right? Only here you had square, here you have rectangular sheet. Okay, the concept remains the same. Okay, so 18th. Now what you have is a rectangular sheet like this, and this is say 45 centimeter. Okay, and this here is 25 centimeter. It is a rectangle. Okay, now the squares are cut off from the corner, right? Okay, the squares are cut off from the corner. So let us take the side of the squares cut off is x. Okay, like this. The side of the square cut off is x, right? Now what will be the remaining sides? So that we have to find, right? Length of the remaining sides. So see 45, this is x and this is also x. So you are cutting off 2x from the 45 centimeter. So what remains is 45 minus 2x, right? Then here what happens? Here this is 25 centimeter. So 25 minus 2x, right? Here also 25 minus 2x, and here 45 minus 2x. Okay, so this is what you will have, right? So what we have to take, let x be the side of the square cut off. Okay, let x be the side of the square cut off. Now we have to take the volume function, because again we have to maximize the volume of the box that we will prepare from this. Okay, after cutting the square, okay, from each corner. So volume of the box is what? Volume of the box is length into breadth into height. Okay, so length is 45 minus 2x, right? Breadth is what? 25 minus 2x, and the height is what? See again, if you look at this will flap right from here. What is the height? This is the height, right, that you will get if you flap this side. So that height is x, right? The height is x. Okay, so x here. Okay, now see, this is 45 minus 2x, okay, multiplied by 25x minus 2x square. If we multiply x to this bracket, okay, now we can call this function as vx. Okay, now we have to maximize this function, so put v prime of x equal to 0, right? So that means what? Derivative of v function, that is 45 minus 2x, right, then 25x minus 2x square equal to 0. Okay, so derivative of this function is what? We can call this as u, this as v. So product rule of derivatives. So 45 minus 2x into derivative of 25x minus 2x square plus 25x minus 2x square into derivative of 45 minus 2x, right, equal to 0. Okay, so that means what? 45 minus 2x multiplied by derivative of this is what? 25, right, minus derivative of 2x square is 4x, okay, plus 25 minus 2x square multiplied by derivative of this is what? Derivative of 45, that is a constant, is 0. Derivative of minus 2x is minus 2, okay, equal to 0, right? So this is what we have. Okay, now see, we have to multiply this and simplify. So 45 multiplied by 25 is what? 5 5s are, is it 25? Oh, that is 24. I took it as 25. This is 24 here. Okay, so 24, right? Okay, so now 45 multiplied by 24 is what? 5 4 the 20, 4 4 the 16 plus 2, that is 180, right? 2 multiplied by 5 is 10, okay, and 4 multiplied by 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. So 0 8 9 plus 1 is 10. So 1080, right? Then what? 45 minus 45 multiplied by minus 4, that will be what? 45 multiplied by 4, 5 multiplied by 4 is 20, 4 multiplied by 4 is 16 plus 2 18, so 180, so minus 180x, okay. Then minus 2 multiplied by 24 is what? 48x, right? Then minus 2 minus 4 is plus 8 x square, right? And oh, here also see 24x, this is, I have written only 24, 24x minus 2x square, so here it is 24x. Then 24 multiplied by 2 is what? 48x, right, plus 4x square equal to 0, right? This is what we will get. So that means what? 1080, right? Then this 180 plus 48 plus 48, 180 plus 48 plus 48, 8 8 the 8 plus 8 is 16, 8 plus 1 is 9 plus 4 is 13 plus 4 is 17, okay. So 276 minus 276x plus 8 plus 4 is 12 x square equal to 0. So if we write in decreasing order, 12x square minus 276x plus 1080 equal to 0, decreasing order of power of x, okay. What we are getting is the equation this, right? Now we can take 12 common, so 12 multiplied by x square minus see 276 is there, we have to divide it by 12, okay, and find 12 watts are 276. So 12 twos are 24, 3 remains and 6. So 12 3 are 36. So 23x plus 1080 is there. You know that 12 nines are 108. So 90, right? 12 90s are 1080 equal to 0, right? So now if we divide by 12 on both sides, what you will get? And before that, okay, you have to remember that this is v prime of x, the simplified form, okay. So if we divide by 12, it is x square minus 23x plus 90 is equal to 0. So 90 factors you have to find. 245 is the 90, okay, then 3 15s are 45, then 3 5s are 15 and 5 1s are, right. So x square, this 23 minus 23, how we can write that, we have to find, okay. So 9 plus 3 multiplied by 3 is 9, 9 multiplied by 2 is 18, right. So what you will get? Minus 18 minus 5, no, minus 23 can be written as minus 18 minus 5, and 18 or minus 18 multiplied by minus 5 is plus 90, okay. So you are getting these numbers. Now the factors will be x minus 18 and x minus 5 equal to 0, okay. So x minus 18 is equal to 0, x minus 5 is equal to 0, right. So x is equal to 18 and x is equal to 5, okay. So these are the critical points, right. These are the critical points. Now once you have the critical points, we have to check which one is the local maxima and local minima, okay. So for that we have to find double derivatives of the function vx. So v double prime of x is nothing but derivative of v prime of x, right. So which is nothing but derivative of v prime of x was 12 times this, okay, the simplified form, x square minus 23x plus 90, okay, x square minus 23x plus 90. So 12 is a constant, so that you can take out, and derivative of x square is 2x minus derivative of 23x is 23, right. So you are getting this v prime of x. Now we have to check v prime of x at the first critical point, that is 18, okay. So that is 12 multiplied by 2 times 18 minus 23, right. So 12 multiplied by what? 2 times 18 is 36 minus 23. So 36 minus 23 is what? 6 minus 3 is 3, 3 minus 2 is 1. So 12 times 13, right. So 12 multiplied by 13, whatever this is greater than 0, right. There is no minus sign, so this value will be greater than 0, okay. So x is equal to what? 18 is a local minima, sorry, yeah, correct, x is equal to local minima, right. So what we are getting, we don't want local minima, we want maximum volume, so we want local maxima. So v double prime of next critical point we have to find, and that is what? 5, okay. So if we find v double prime of 5, 12 times 2 times 5 minus 18, okay. So that is 12 times 10 minus 18, okay. So 12 times minus 8, right. So 12 times 8 is what? Whatever that is, you have minus sign, plus minus is less than 0. 12 times 8 is 80, 96. Okay, see minus 96 you are getting. Okay, so see negative sign is there, so negative this is, so v double prime of 5 is negative, so therefore x is equal to 5 is a local maxima. Okay, means what? The Vx function is maximum at x equal to 5. Okay, now what is the Vx function? It is nothing but volume of the box. Okay, so volume of the box is maximum at x equal to 5. Okay, and that means what? Volume of the box is maximum. Okay, we can write it here itself, when the side of the square cut off is 5 centimeter. Okay, so this answer, I mean this is the answer. Okay, so that was the problem number 18. Now let us go to the problem number 19. So problem number 19 is this: show that of all rectangles inscribed, right, in a given fixed circle, okay, the square has the maximum area. Inscribe means inside the circle. Okay, so rectangles which are inside the circle, okay, whose corners are touching the circles. Okay, now let us see how to solve. 19th, so you have a circle, so this circle is the same circle every time for different rectangles. Okay, so circle will be the same, that means the radius is the same. Okay, radius is the same, only what you have to change is are the rectangles. Okay, so radius you have to keep it as constant, so let us call the radius as r, okay, of the circle. Now suppose this is the length of the rectangle and this is the breadth of the rectangle. Okay, now if you consider this point here, which is the midpoint of the length side, okay, you draw a line to the center of the circle. Okay, and from here also you draw one line to the midpoint of the breadth. Okay, now see, this is the radius which you have. Okay, what we have to do now, if this is the midpoint of the breadth, then what is this? B by 2, right? This side will be B by 2, half of B. Now if this is the length, then what is this? This is L by 2, half of L, right? Now what we have drawn, okay, the sides here, these are perpendicular, okay, to this length, and this is perpendicular to the breadth. Okay, so that is what you have. Now if we name the points, suppose this is A, this is B, and this is C. Okay, so this is what we have, right? So let us write down what we have got. Let L be the length and B be the breadth of the rectangle. Okay, and R is the radius. Okay, so if you look at this triangle, okay, this triangle, if you look at what it is, in triangle OCB, right, in triangle OCB, what we have? By Pythagoras theorem, okay, by Pythagoras theorem, what we get is OB square is equal to what? BC square, right, plus OC square. Hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of square of the other two sides, right? That is the Pythagoras theorem. So OB square is equal to BC square plus OC square. Okay. Now OB square is nothing but R square. Okay, and BC square is what? B by 2 the whole square plus OC square is L by 2, right? L by 2 the whole square. Okay, so this is what we have. So this implies what? R square is equal to B square divided by 4 plus L square divided by 4. Okay, so that means R square is equal to what? B square plus L square divided by 4. Okay, so that means 4 times R square is equal to B square plus L square, right? Okay, I am taking 4 on the other side, so you will get this 4R square is equal to B square plus L square. Now we have to write one variable in terms of other, right? Because we have to take a function and that function is of single variable, so we have to write one variable in terms of other here. Okay, so what we will do is we will write B square in terms of L square. So B square is equal to what? Okay, suppose we write this as B square plus L square equal to 4R square, right? So B square is equal to 4R square minus L square, right? This is what we have. Okay, now since we have got this B square is equal to 4R square minus L square, we can write a function. Okay, what function we have to consider now? See, the problem is square has the maximum area. Okay, so out of all the rectangles, square will have the maximum area, right? So that means we have to consider the area function, right? So for that we want to find the area of what we have here. Okay, that is the rectangle. Area of rectangle is what? Length multiplied by breadth. Okay, so which is equal to, see, now instead of considering this length into breadth, okay, that is suppose A, okay, what we will consider is A square. Okay, we will consider A square here. What that will be? L square multiplied by B square. Now why this is? Because to make the problem simple. Okay, if you consider root here, then it will be very difficult to calculate. Okay, and it will take a lot of time. So we have to write A equal to length into breadth as A square equal to L square plus B square. Okay, so maximum of this function will actually give you the maximum of this function, right? Because just if you take root on both sides, what you will get? You will get back the area function, but you know that there is plus or minus root, but minus you don't take because area is never negative. Okay, area is never negative, so even if you take root, you have to take positive root. Okay, so maximum of this function will give you the maximum of this function. Okay, right? So this function we have to take. So now I am calling this A square as AX, right? I am calling this function A square as AX. So A of x, okay, consider A of x equal to L square, right? What is B square? That is this, right? So this will be L square multiplied by 4R square minus L square. Okay, so L square multiplied by 4R square minus L square you are getting. Okay, right? So this will be what? This is 4R square L square minus L raised to 4, right? This is what we have. So this is the function AX that we have to maximize, or for this is the function for which we have to find L. Okay, so we have to find the L at which the maximum the function is maximum. Okay, so let us call this x as L, because the function is of what? Length. Okay, so AL we have to consider and not x. Okay, so now put a prime of L equal to 0, right? So that means what? Derivative of the function AL equal to 0. Okay, so derivative of this function, so that is what? 4r square L square minus L raised to 4 equal to 0, right? So that is nothing but 4r square multiplied by derivative of L square is what? 2L minus derivative of L raised to 4 is 4L cube, okay, equal to 0, right? So now suppose we take 4 common, right, because 4 is common, and 1L. So what will get? 4L, okay, multiplied by what remains? 2 times r square minus, here 1L you have 1L you have taken common, also 4, so L square will remain, okay, which is equal to 0. So this is what you will get, right? Okay, now you have got two factors, so the product of two factors is 0 when either of them is 0. So 4L square, L is 0, right? 4L is 0, or the other factor which is 2r square minus L square, that is 0. Okay, so this is what you get. So here L is equal to 0 then, because if we divide 4 on both sides, you will get L equal to 0, and here what you are getting? 2r square is equal to L square, right? So this implies L is equal to 0 and L square is equal to 2r square. So L is equal to 0, or L is equal to what? Root of 2r square, right? I am not taking minus because length is never negative. Okay, so L is 0 and L is root 2 r. Okay, this is what we have. Now we have to find which one is the local maximum, right? Local maxima. So for that, what we have to do is we have to find the double derivative, okay, of the area function. So a double prime of L, that is what? That is derivative of a prime of L. Okay, so which is this, the simplified form here. Okay, 4r square 2L minus 4L cube. Okay, so derivative 4r square multiplied by 2L minus 4L cube. Okay, so this is what we have. So just take the derivative of this, so that will be what? 4r square multiplied by 2, right, because derivative of L is 1, and minus what you will get? 4 times 3L square here, right? So you will get 4 times 2 is 8 r square, right, minus 4 times 3 is 12 L square, right? So this is nothing but a double prime of L. Okay, now at the critical points we have to check the double derivative. So the a double derivative, right, at 0, so which is equal to 8r square minus 12 times 0 square, so which is 8r square minus 0, which is nothing but 8r square. Okay, now 8 is positive and r square is positive, right? So this is positive. So what happens? L is equal to 0 is a local minima. Okay, and this we don't want. We don't want local minima, because we want to have the area to be maximum, right? So for the next critical point we have to check. So a double prime at what, root 2r, okay, so that is equal to 8r square minus 12 times root 2 r square, right? So that is 8r square minus 12 times root 2 square is what, 2, and r square is r square. So you will get 8r square minus 12 times 2, which is 24 r square, so which is nothing but what, minus 16 r square, okay. So you see that 16 is positive, r square is also positive, okay, and negative of positive quantity is negative, right? So what you are getting, a double prime at root 2r is negative, so that means what, L equal to, right, L equal to root 2r is a local maxima, right? So what you conclude, that is a L is maximum at L equal to what, root 2 L, root 2 R, okay. That means what, AL is maximum at L equal to root 2 R, and see we have to find breadth also, right? Breadth also we have to find. Now what is the equation for breadth? See we had got this here, okay, b square is equal to 4r square minus L square, right? So this is the relation between breadth and length here, so this we have to use. So we have the length as what, root 2r, okay. So b square is equal to 4r square, right, minus L square, which is root 2r the whole square, okay, right? This is what we have. So that means what, b square is equal to 4r square minus root 2 square is 2, r square is r square, okay. So b square is equal to 4r square minus 2r square, that is what, 2r square, okay. So b is equal to what, root of 2r square, right? So b is equal to root 2 r, okay. See again I am not taking plus and minus because breadth is also never negative. So breadth is equal to root 2 r, right, you are getting. So what you got, AL is maximum at L equal to root 2 r and breadth equal to root 2 r, okay. So that means what, see the rectangle at which the area is maximum is having length root 2 r and breadth root 2 r, so same length and breadth. So what you conclude, the rectangle at which the area is maximum is a square, okay. So area of the rectangle is maximum, right, when it is a square, right, because the length and breadth are same, okay. So that means the rectangle is a square, okay. So that was the 19th problem. Now let us go to the 20th problem, okay. So what it is, see this is the 20th problem. Show that the right circular cylinder of given surface and maximum volume is such that its height is equal to the diameter of the base, okay. So what you have to show here, see you have a right circular cylinder, right, and what is given, the surface area, this is okay, of a given surface area, that means, okay, show that the right circular cylinder of given surface area and maximum volume is such that its height is equal to the diameter of the base, okay. So we have to show that the height of this right circular cylinder, okay, is equal to the diameter of the base. Okay, now let us see how to solve. So right circular cylinder means, you know, it is like this, right? This is the height, okay, and this is the center of the base, right? That is R. Now see what we have to show. We have to show that this height is equal to the diameter here, okay, of the base. So let us write what is given. So let h be the height of the right circular cylinder, okay, and r be the radius of the base of the right circular cylinder, okay. Right, this is what we have. So r is the radius, h is the height. Now see, what we have to do is we have to find the maximum volume, okay, when the surface area is given to you, right? So what is the surface area? Surface area, if we call it as S, then what it is? See, surface area is nothing but the sum of two areas, okay, that you have to know. Actually you have studied the formula in 10th standard, but what it is? Pi r square, right? There are two base, so 2 times pi r square, right, plus area of this, okay, curved surface. What it is? It is 2 pi r, okay, the circumference, multiplied by height, okay, h. So the surface area S is equal to 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h, okay, right. Now this surface area is given to you, so that means this is a constant, okay, this S is a constant. So that means what we have to take function as the volume function, right? The volume function also we have to consider. So consider V of, let us see what variable we have to take here. Now volume formula, you know, that is pi r square h, okay, pi r square h. Now see, you have to decide to which variable you have to write in terms of the other, okay. Here it is difficult to write r in terms of h here, right? It is difficult to write because r square r is there, quadratic equation you will get, and then you have to solve for r, that will be difficult, okay. So you write h in terms of r. So what you will get, if we take 2 pi r square on the other side, you will get s minus 2 pi r square equal to what? 2 pi r h, okay. And so h will be equal to what? So if we write 2 pi r h equal to s minus 2 pi r square, that implies h is equal to s minus 2 pi r square divided by 2 pi r, okay. This is what we have, right, okay. So we have written h in terms of r. So that means here it is what? You have to take the function of h, okay. So v of h is equal to pi r square, sorry, we have to take a function of r, okay. H we are writing in terms of r, so you will get a function of r, okay. So pi r square multiplied by h, so it is s minus 2 pi r square divided by 2 pi r, okay. So which is v r is equal to, see, pi and pi gets cancelled, 1 r gets cancelled, okay. So s minus 2 pi r square divided by what? 2, and 1 r is remaining, okay, which is multiplied. So v of r is nothing but what? If you multiply, right, what you will get? S r minus 2 pi r cube, right, divided by 2. Okay, so v of r is equal to what? See, now we can uh, divide this. So s divided by 2r minus s, not s, 2 pi r cube divided by 2, right? This is what we are getting. Okay, yeah, this simplified form is okay. Now let us see, put v prime of r equal to 0, right? So that means derivative of vr is equal to 0. That means derivative of this function, right, sr divided by 2 minus 2 pi cube divided by 2, okay, equal to 0. So that means what? Derivative of this is nothing but s by 2, because derivative of r is 1, so s by 2 minus what will happen? 2 pi, derivative of r cube is 3r square divided by 2 equal to 0. All right, so we will get s by 2 minus 2 and 2 gets cancelled, so we will get 3 pi r square equal to 0. Okay, right. Now we have to find this r, because the variable is r, we have to find the critical points. So that means r equal to something that we have to find. Okay, so s by 2 is equal to 3 pi r square, right? So that means 3 pi r square is equal to s by 2, right? So that means r square is equal to s by 2 times 3 times pi, right? Here r square is equal to s by 2 times 3 pi. Okay, so r is equal to what? Root of, see, plus or minus I am not taking, because again r is positive always, okay, radius, okay. So s divided by 6 pi, okay, r is equal to root of s divided by 6 pi, right? Okay, so value of r we have got, and that is the critical point, okay, is a critical point, right? So now we have to find the double derivative of vx, right? So that is double prime of vr. So that is what? See, the simplified form of this, the simplified form of v prime of r is this, okay. So what it is? This will be nothing but derivative of r v prime of r, right? So this will be derivative of this quantity, okay. It is s by 2 minus 3 pi r square, okay, s by 2 minus 3 pi r square. All right, s is the constant, right? So derivative of s by 2 will be 0, and then minus 3 pi, derivative of r square is 2r, okay. So minus 3 multiplied by 2 is minus 6 pi r, that is nothing but v double prime of r. Okay, so now v double prime of what we have to find? R. So that is root of s by 6 pi, which is equal to what? 6 minus 6 pi multiplied by root of s by 6 pi. So which is equal to nothing but minus 6 pi multiplied by root of s divided by root of 6, okay, multiplied by root of pi. Okay, so whatever this is, it is negative, right? This is some number, okay, but minus of that positive number is negative, okay. So r is equal to root of s divided by 6 pi is a local maxima. Okay, so that means what? The function Vr is maximum, okay, at r equal to root of s by 6 pi. Okay, now see, we have to show that the height is double of the radius. I mean, that is what the height is equal to the diameter, right? So see, for that what we have to do? We have to find h, right, from this r. Now you know the formula for h in terms of r, right? So that is the relation between h and r is here. See, okay, so this we have to use. Okay, so what we will get if we do it here? H is equal to what? S minus, okay, what it is, 2 pi r square, so this, right, root s by 6 pi the whole square divided by 2 pi r, that is again this root s divided by 6 pi, right? So that means h is equal to nothing but s minus 2 pi multiplied by s divided by 6 pi, right, because root and square will get cancelled, okay, divided by 2 pi multiplied by root of s divided by root of 6 pi, right? This is what we are getting. Okay, now if we simplify this more, what we will get? See, 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6, pi and pi gets cancelled, so you will get s minus s by 3, right, divided by what? If we simplify this, 2 pi multiplied by root s divided by root of 6 multiplied by root pi. Okay, this is what we are getting. That means what? H is equal to s minus s by 3 is nothing but 2s by 3 divided by, see this, 2 root s pi divided by root 6 multiplied by root pi. Okay, this is what we are getting. Just keep on simplifying, right? So 2s divided by 3 multiplied by, this will be reciprocal, so root of 6 multiplied by root of pi 2 times root of s pi. Okay, yeah, so this is what we will get. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled, right, and what will remain is this s root 6 root pi divided by 3 times root s multiplied by pi. Okay, now we have to get that height is double of the radius, or height is equal to the diameter, right? So how to do it? We have to rationalize this. Okay, just let us see what we get if we rationalize this. So how to rationalize? Let us see. S multiplied by root 6 multiplied by root pi divided by 3 root s divided by multiplied by pi. Now multiplied by every number here, okay, you rationalize. So that is, you take root 6 divided by root 6, then you take root pi divided by root pi. Okay, this you take, let us keep 3 as it is here. Okay, so what you get is this. Now this will be what? So if we look at this, okay, this if we look at, then h that we are finding will be what? S, okay, multiplied by root of 6 square, right, root of 6 multiplied by root of 6, that is root of 6 square, which is 6. Now again, root of pi multiplied by root of pi, that is pi divided by 3 times root of s is there, right, and what? This pi and root pi. Okay. Okay, also root 6 is there. So what you are getting? H is equal to 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. Okay. So 2s pi divided by root s. Okay. Then again pi root pi divided by root 6. Okay. So that is equal, that implies what? See, pi and pi gets cancelled. So 2s divided by root of s multiplied by root of pi multiplied by root of 6. Alright. So this is what we have. So that implies, see this, we can multiply and divide by root s, right? See, you have to always remember what you want. Okay. So that is, height should be equal to the diameter. So that is nothing but 2 times this quantity here. Okay. That is the radius. So what will happen? Let us see. 2s root s divided by root s multiplied by root s is s multiplied by root pi multiplied by root 6. Okay, here, right? So s and s will get cancelled. We will get h equal to what? 2 times root s divided by root 6 root pi. Okay, so this we can write it as 2 times root of s divided by 6 pi. Okay, and which is nothing but 2 times r, right? This is 2 times r, this is r from here. Okay, so we are getting that height is double of the radius. Okay, which is nothing but height is equal to the diameter, right? Now at which that we don't have to show at which h or r, we have to only show that h is equal to the diameter, right? So that is what we got. Okay, so this is the solution of the problem 20. Now let us look at the problem 21. Okay, so problem 21 is what? See, of all the closed cylindrical cans, okay, that is again right circular, of a given volume of 100 cubic centimeters, right? Find the dimension of the can which has the minimum surface area, right? Now in this, what we are given? We are given volume of the right circular cylinder, okay, which is a cylindrical can. So volume is given. Okay, we have to find the minimum surface area, right? Okay, also not minimum surface area, the dimensions, that is the radius and the height of the cylinder at which the surface area is minimum. Okay, so let us see how to solve. So 21st, right? So let us see. You consider the right circular cylinder. Okay, so consider the right circular cylinder. Okay, this is the radius, this is the height, right? Now let r be the radius and h be the height, okay, of the right circular cylinder. Okay, so now, okay, we have to consider that, it is given that volume is 100 centimeter cube, right? This is the volume given. Now we have to find the minimum surface area, so we have to consider the function s. Okay, now volume formula is what? Volume formula is of the cylinder pi r square h. Okay, pi r square h, and S formula is what? Surface area. See, it is 2 pi r, okay, square plus 2 pi r h. Okay, this is the formula for surface area. Now from this volume what we are getting, let us see, this is the constant, so we have to use this. So we are getting 100 equal to pi r square h. Okay, so now what will be easier to write, r square or h here? Again it is h, sorry, h in terms of r, that is right. H in terms of r will be easier. Okay, so what it is, 100 divided by pi r square. Okay, so you are writing h in terms of r. So this is the relation between height and the radius. So if we substitute this in this, what you will get? S is equal to, see, 2 pi r square. R is r here on here, right? Plus 2 pi r, h is this now, 100 divided by pi r square. All right. Okay, so if now we look at this function, it is of which variable? It is of variable r. So s of r we have to consider. Okay, consider this. So we have to find the minimum surface area, that is minimum of this function, right? So put s prime of r equal to 0. That is nothing but derivative of s of r equal to 0, right? So let us see what you will get. Okay, so derivative of what? SR, that is nothing but 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r, right, multiplied by 100 pi r square, okay, equal to 0. This is what we have. So d by dr of 2 pi r square plus 2 pi, I mean not 2 pi, pi, okay, 2 is as it is. Okay, pi and pi gets cancelled, right? So 2 multiplied by 100 is 200, okay, divided by 1 r gets cancelled, so by r, right, equal to 0. So now if we take the derivative, what we will get? 2 pi multiplied by 4r plus the derivative of this is nothing but minus 200 divided by r square, okay, equal to 0. Please your derivatives chapter should be thorough here, okay, because you have to write it by looking at the function. So derivative of 1 by r is what? Derivative of r raised to minus 1, which is minus 1, okay, or minus r raised to minus 2, right here, so which is minus of 1 by r square, right? So the derivative chapter should be thorough. So 2 times 4 is 8 pi r minus 200 r square equal to 0, right? So that means what? 8 pi r is equal to 200 r square, right? So that means what? 8 pi r cube, if we take r square on this side, is equal to 200, right? So r cube is equal to 200 divided by 8 pi. Okay, so r is equal to what? Okay, let us simplify this first. 8 uh, 8 twos are okay. Okay, it goes by 8, 200. So 8 ones are 8, and divided 8 divided by what is 200? 8 twos are 16, 4 remains, 8 fives are 45. So 25. So 25 by pi you are getting. All right. So which is what? Which is r equal to nothing but 25 by pi, okay, raised to 1 by 3 cube root. Okay, this is what we have. All right, so this is what we have. uh, okay, So this is the critical point, okay, is a critical point. Right, now let us look at the double integral. Oh, here I have made a mistake. R square, derivative of R square is what? 2r. Okay, so 2 times 2 is 4, right? 4, then this will be 4, right? Then this is 4 here, all right, and so this will change, right? So that means what? R cube is equal to 200. Okay, R cube is equal to 200 divided by what? 4 pi. Okay, this is what we will get. So R cube is equal to nothing but 4 ones are 4, 4 5s are 20 and 0. So 50 divided by pi, right? So R is equal to nothing but 50 divided by pi raised to 1 by 3. All right. So this is the critical point. Okay, this is the critical point, right? Now we have to find the double derivative of the function, and that is what? That is SR. Okay, double derivative of SR. So S double prime of R is what? Derivative of S prime of R. Okay, so d by dr of which function? The simplified form of the S prime of R. So that is this. Okay, this is what we have to take. So that is what? 4 pi r, right, minus 200 r square. Okay, this. So that is derivative of 4 pi r is 4 pi minus derivative of this is what? This is nothing but, see again the derivative should be thorough. So 200 multiplied by minus 2, that will be plus 400 divided by r cube, right? This is the derivative of this. Okay, so what you see? You see that S double prime of R is this. Now we have to substitute the critical point, right, in this function S prime of S double prime of R. Okay, so what we will get, let us see. So S double prime at R, that is 50 divided by pi the whole raised to 1 by 3 cube root. Okay, so which is equal to 4 pi plus 400 divided by 50 divided by pi 1 by 3, okay, the whole cube, right? Now you see that what? 4 pi plus 400 divided by what? You will get 3 and 3 will get cancelled, you will get 50 by pi. Okay, now whatever this is, it is positive, right? This is positive because there is no minus anywhere. Okay, so this will be positive. So that means what we are considering this as is R. So R is equal to 50 by pi raised to 1 by 3 is a local minima, right? Because S double prime of R is, S double prime of this point is greater than 0. So that means R is equal to that value is a local minima, right? Okay, so that means what? The surface or the function SR is a minimum, right, at R equal to 50 by pi raised to 1 by 3. Okay, so once you have the radius, what we have to find is the height. Okay, because we have to find the dimensions in this problem. Okay, now since SR is minimum at R equal to 50 by pi raised to 1 by 3, okay, now what we have got is R value, right? So now we have to find the dimension, so also we have to find the height. Okay, so let us look at the value of height. Now you have the formula. Okay, here the formula I have written, h is equal to what? 100 by pi r square. So this formula we have to use and find the value of h, right? So what it will be? H is equal to 100 pi r square, right? So h is equal to 100 pi. R is what? R is 50 by pi raised to 1 by 3, right? And this is square here, okay? So square. So h is equal to 100 by pi, okay, 50 by pi raised to 2 by 3, right? 100 by pi multiplied by 50 by pi raised to 2 by 3. So h will be equal to what? 100 by pi multiplied by 50 raised to 2 by 3 divided by pi raised to 2 by 3. Okay. Now suppose we write 100 as what? 2 times 50. Then what will happen? So this is pi by pi raised to 2 by 3, and this is 50 divided by 50 raised to 2 by 3. Okay. So that is nothing but h is equal to 2 times. This is 50 raised to what? See, if we calculate 50 raised to 1 minus 2 by 3. So that is nothing but 50 raised to 1 by 3. Okay. Now divided by, similarly this will be what? Pi raised to 1 divided by pi raised to 2 by 3 will be pi raised to 1 by 3. Okay. So h is nothing but 2 times 50 by pi raised to 1 by 3. Okay. So this is the value of h. So that implies what? The surface area is minimum at r equal to 50 by pi raised to 1 by 3 and h equal to 2 times 50 by pi raised to 1 by 3. Okay. So that is the solution of the 21st problem. So that's it in the video, guys. If you have liked my video, then please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.